Welcome to Down to Business with V, a show dedicated to bringing you actionable information to help protect you, your families, your businesses, and the community. I'm your host, V, and today we're discussing the payout, payroll, rebates, and crypto, and how it's impacting employers, businesses, and consumers. We've called in a fintech expert from a cryptocurrency payment processing platform to give you insights. You don't want to miss it. Let's get down to business.
From Atlanta, Georgia, to becoming a United States Marine,
to Washington, D.C., and every place in between. Everybody calls me V. My goal is to bring you resources, education, and knowledge
from sources you can trust,
that informs and protects to safeguard our families, our businesses, and the community. Now let's get down to business. Welcome to Down to Business with V. I'm your host, V, and today we're discussing the payout, payroll, rebates, and crypto, and what it all means for the average consumer. I have in the studio with me today via Zoom fintech expert Merrick Theobald, Vice President of Marketing at BitPay. Merrick has more than 25 years of experience in the fintech industry. Currently, he's the Vice President of Marketing for BitPay. BitPay builds powerful enterprise-grade tools for crypto acceptance, payouts, and spending. Prior to BitPay, Merrick held marketing leadership roles in Billmo, iSend, and CheckFree Fiserv. He resides in North Atlanta. Welcome, Merrick.
Thank you, V. It's a pleasure to be here again.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited about this topic we're discussing today, the payout, and all of the impacts on the things that we name there, payroll, rebates, and crypto, and how it's going to impact consumers, or has the potential to. So why don't we start with what cryptocurrency is for those that might not be aware?
Absolutely. And as you know, I like to keep things simple, so let's try to keep it simple here.
Yes.
Cryptocurrency is a decentralized digital currency secured by cryptography and on something called the blockchain. So decentralized means there's no bank, there's no government. Digital currency means it's a virtual currency. There's no physical aspect to it. Cryptography just means it's a very difficult mathematical equation that secures it, that only computers can answer. And the blockchain is like a public ledger. So think of an Excel spreadsheet out there on the internet that everybody can view, but not everybody has access to. So that is cryptocurrency. The first cryptocurrency is Bitcoin. It's also the most popular and the most valuable. So when people hear the word cryptocurrency, Bitcoin is the first. There are other cryptocurrencies that have been developed, but Bitcoin by far is the most popular and most valuable cryptocurrency out there today.
Yes. And Merrick, we talked about how your organization, BitPay, makes it possible for consumers as well as businesses to transact using cryptocurrency. Tell us a little bit about what you do every day.
So our core business is working with companies, primarily e-commerce merchants, so that they can accept cryptocurrency as a form of payment, that we accept it, and then we settle in US dollar to the merchant. So that's what we're primarily known for. We've been around since 2011. We also have our own crypto wallet. And if you have our crypto wallet, and if you are a resident of the United States, we also have our own prepaid MasterCard. So if a merchant doesn't accept cryptocurrency today, you can either buy gift cards in our wallet, or you could transfer your Bitcoin over to a MasterCard and then use everywhere MasterCard is accepted. So we have our business side, and then we have our consumer side.
Yeah, and I was excited about both of them actually. But on the consumer side, you have more than 250 merchants that we can go to, use our debit card, our crypto debit card, or make transactions with those merchants using BitPay.
Absolutely. We actually have thousands of merchants, but there's so many that we can't list them all on our website. So we have a very curated list of merchants on our website. And as you said, there's more than 250. We have direct relationships with some like AT&T. You can go pay your AT&T mobility bill. AMC Theaters, you can now go buy a movie ticket using your cryptocurrency. Microsoft, you can add funds to your Microsoft account using cryptocurrency. Dallas Mavericks, Camping World, the list goes on and on. More recently, Gucci, you can walk into a Gucci store in the United States and use your cryptocurrency to buy that handbag for your loved one. So a lot of different brands have partnered with BitPay to accept cryptocurrency on their behalf.
I love it. And you know, this one might be out of the wheelhouse for most of our viewers, but Camper Nicholson, the yacht maker, is now accepting cryptocurrency, and BitPay made that possible. Tell us about that deal.
So absolutely, we have a great relationship with most yacht dealers and yacht brokers, yacht manufacturers around the world. So we have sold a few yachts in the 12, 15, $20 million price range. It's not uncommon, but we also have sold Bugatti, luxury autos, luxury watches. So the luxury category has done very well for BitPay. Anytime the price of Bitcoin goes up, what we see is the people like to take the earnings from that price increase and invest it back into something that will also hold value or possibly increase in value. So they're kind of diversifying. So they're going to take their gains from Bitcoin, diversify, and buy a luxury item. It could be an auto, a yacht, gold or precious metals, or jewelry.
Yeah, pretty awesome. I'm ecstatic over what BitPay has managed to accomplish and make accessible for the everyday consumer as well as businesses. Now, Merrick, shifting gears into our topic for today, the payout. This entire concept you brought to us with vigor and like enthusiasm and zeal, and I do remember a few things that had happened in the news surrounding this. Tell us about what the payout is as it refers to cryptocurrency.
Right. Well, as you remember, we're traditionally helping companies accept cryptocurrency, and then we're settling with the company in US dollars. So this is a reverse of that, where we're actually helping the company pay out in cryptocurrency, but they're paying us in US dollar, and then we're sending cryptocurrency to the recipient. It's ideal. There's many different use cases. Payroll, it could be a benefit to your company to offer a payroll payout in Bitcoin. Rebates or rewards. If you're an e-commerce merchant or a merchant that offers rebates or rewards, offer the ability for that individual, that customer, to receive the rebate or the reward in Bitcoin. Paying an affiliate network, paying contractors. So there's many different use cases for the payout aspect of cryptocurrency.
Yeah, and I love the idea that you said that it kind of incentivizes in some cases the idea of receiving Bitcoin, especially when it comes to rebates and rewards. Talk about the concept around the incentive over that.
Yeah, absolutely. We've actually had a couple different merchants offer rebates and rewards. And one of them in particular, they are 8 Sleep, and they offer luxury sleeping pods. And when they offered their marketing campaign, regardless of how you paid, you could have paid in cryptocurrency or you could have paid with your Visa card, MasterCard, American Express card. It didn't matter how you paid. But if you paid and you opted in for this promotion, you could get up to $150 in Bitcoin. So, and that was one of their most successful marketing campaigns ever. So traditionally, they would have cash back or you got a gift card, but they included the ability to get that money in Bitcoin. And they said that it was one of their most successful marketing campaigns ever. And many of the customers that took part in this were using Visa, and maybe they didn't want to buy Bitcoin on their own. Maybe they're just getting used to it. They don't want to dive into cryptocurrency. They kind of want to put their toe in the water first. So now they have their first $150 in Bitcoin, and it was given to them by a company for probably doing something that they might have done anyways.
Absolutely. I love the idea of that, the rebates and reward portion. And like you said earlier, these people, it's no loss to them receiving the Bitcoin where, as a rebate or a reward versus them maybe investing in it. It's a little less of a leap in that regard.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that idea. So we looked at a few of the concepts around the rebates and rewards. Let's talk about payroll options. And you mentioned a little bit about the gig economy. Talk to us about how payroll is impacted with this.
Well, absolutely. So we are at a very interesting economic time right now, and as far as hiring people too. I mean, it feels like we have low unemployment. There aren't enough people out there for the open positions that we have. So it's a very tight labor market right now. So why not offer the ability to receive part or all of your paycheck in cryptocurrency as a benefit to your employee? It's going to be an opt-in. It's up to the employee to decide if they want to participate, and they can participate as low as $5 per paycheck or 100% of their paycheck. It's totally up to them. We have different options. They can select Bitcoin or they can select one of the other cryptocurrencies that we work with. It's almost a free incentive or a free benefit for employees to provide to their employees. It shows that the company is progressive, it shows that they're forward thinking. So there really isn't a reason why you should not offer it.
Yeah, and you spoke about earlier about the potential to make allotments using that payout program with payroll. Talk to the audience about that.
Yeah, so the allotments is really when you say, I want $10 taken out of my paycheck and I want it to be on this crypto wallet. It could be a Bitcoin wallet, could be any of the coins that we support. And actually, in theory, you don't even have to have that wallet. It could be someone in your family. They could have the wallet. So maybe that's a different way to send money back home. If you're used to sending $50 every week back home to your loved one, maybe this is a different approach. So it's faster, it's easier, it's less expensive than any way to transfer money cross-border today.
Yeah, makes perfect sense. And in our preliminary discussion about this, I talked about how in the military we had the ability to approve these allotments and create allotments to go to different places, including family and friends, if necessary. So, I mean, it's just following the same model, which I love.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. Well, when we come back, we will talk more about the payout, payroll, rebates, and crypto, and how it is impacting our everyday consumer. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Down to Business with V. I'm your host, V, and today we are discussing the payout, payroll, rebates, and crypto, and what it means for the everyday consumer. I have in the studio with me today via Zoom fintech expert Merrick Theobald and Vice President of Marketing for BitPay. Welcome back, Merrick.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So today we're talking about this concept of the payout and how crypto is being used in payouts across different sectors of industry as well as different types of payout. So for those that might have missed the first segment, please recap for us what cryptocurrency is very briefly and what these payouts are about.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's start simple with cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is a decentralized digital currency that is secured by cryptography on something called the blockchain. So crypto payout is a little bit different than crypto acceptance. So crypto acceptance is when I'm a company or I'm a small merchant or an e-commerce merchant and I'm accepting cryptocurrency for a product or a service. And that's what BitPay is known for. We've done this since 2011. So we work with companies so that we will accept Bitcoin on their behalf, but pay them in US dollars so they don't have to touch, manage, buy, store, or deal with any of the perceived price volatility of cryptocurrency. A payout is a complete opposite, where the entity, the company or the business is now paying us in US dollar to send payment in cryptocurrency. And it could be because they have employees that want to receive partial payment or payroll in cryptocurrency. It could be because it's a marketing campaign where they have a rebate or reward. They might have an affiliate network and the affiliates are asking to be paid in cryptocurrency. Or maybe they have contractors or anybody else that is working for them that would like to be paid in cryptocurrency. So a different approach, you're actually self-funding an account in US dollar, and then we handle the cryptocurrency payout to the recipient.
Yeah, amazing. And Merrick, in conversations that I have, outside of what I do every day for a living, people are of the mind that this is coming, that the possibility is coming someday in the distant future. These technologies are here and people are taking advantage of them right now.
Absolutely. And it's not a new technology. It's been around since 2009, as I mentioned. We've been around since 2011, so it's been around a long time. But because of the popularity of Bitcoin and the price increase that we saw recently in 2021, it's even more popular today. So it's not going away. It will be around. So if you're not involved in either crypto acceptance or crypto payouts, you really need to give it a hard look.
Absolutely. There was a person on the panel with us at one of our the conferences that you and I were at, and she stated that she pays her staff in Bitcoin and described the process, and it was pretty easy. We've also heard of some bigger names in industries that are receiving payouts. Talk to us about the mayor of Miami.
So that's my understanding. My understanding is he is a huge proponent of cryptocurrency, of Bitcoin, of blockchain. He wants to make Miami and the greater Miami-Dade County the place to go if you believe in blockchain and cryptocurrency. So I guess I'm speaking for him here. But if you're a proponent of it and you want companies to understand that you believe in it and you understand it, what better way to show that than by getting some of your salary in cryptocurrency? So that's just one example of what I heard and I've read about online. But there are athletes and all the different groups that are accepting or wanting to be paid in Bitcoin, especially. I know there's a female MMA fighter that is going to get paid in Bitcoin 100%. I believe there was an NFL football player. I think there was somebody in the NBA. So they are asking to be paid as part of their contract in cryptocurrency. So, and there's a lot of benefits to being paid in cryptocurrency. The speed of it, the fact that you could send it across the world if you needed to send it across the world within minutes and not days or weeks. So a lot of the people that are receiving cryptocurrency as a form of payout might have a family back in Africa or Central America or South America, and they would like to receive it in Bitcoin because they want to send it to them and make sure that they have it within an hour and not days or weeks sometimes.
Absolutely. Being in financial sector operations, I can tell you getting money around the world or, to another country could take you several days.
Right.
We like to make, be of the mind to do it as quickly as possible, as safely as possible, but it could be up to several days in that process. So using a cryptocurrency definitely cuts down on the transaction time, which is one of those huge benefits. Yeah, amazing. So Merrick, you talked about some of the benefits of receiving a cryptocurrency payout or receiving salaries in cryptocurrency. Talk to our viewers about the process that will be involved in something like that.
So first of all, receiving part of your salary or payroll in cryptocurrency by a company offering that, they're showing how forward thinking they are, how progressive they are. In this tight labor market, you need to differentiate yourself in as many ways as you can. And what better way to say that, by the way, you can also get part or all of your salary in Bitcoin. It's totally up to the employee if they wanted to do that. At BitPay, we all have the opportunity to be paid in Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. Some of us take the minimum, $5 per paycheck. There are a couple that get 100% of their paycheck in Bitcoin. So it varies. There are some that do not get paid in Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, and that's totally fine. The decision is up to them. But I will tell you, if you are interested in buying cryptocurrency, the standard process is I get paid, I wait for that to show up in my bank account, then I go to an exchange and I have to add my debit card. I buy it there, then I have to wait some time for that cryptocurrency to be in my wallet. And that takes time, and there's additional fees throughout the process to do that. So getting paid or getting partially paid in cryptocurrency is much faster, less expensive. It's a more direct way to receive that cryptocurrency if you're interested in buying cryptocurrency.
Yeah, absolutely. And I love that you said this process is a way for companies to differentiate themselves in an economy like we're in. And I will say, having employees that are, in their early 20s, they're interested in this. They're interested in taking advantage of something like this.
Yep. And I'll say this, there are some companies that say, well, I don't want to offer this because I'm afraid that on payday that my employee is going to lose money immediately if they get paid in Bitcoin. Well, if you get paid in Bitcoin, that's a gamble, and you should only do what you can do, right? The upside is it could go up 10%, and they got a 10% pay raise, easiest pay raise ever, right? But BitPay, we also have the ability where you can do other cryptocurrencies, and very shortly we're going to have the ability where you can receive stablecoin, and a stablecoin is pegged to the US dollar or to the euro, so it's pegged to a fiat currency. So it doesn't have the price volatility that Bitcoin has. It's always going to stay around $1 US. So if you're afraid of price volatility for your employees, but you like the idea of them receiving cryptocurrency, they will have the option of doing a USDC or another stable coin, or they can do Bitcoin, and that's their decision. They're going to do it anyways. This is just a more direct route, and it's going to save them some money and some fees instead of going to an exchange and buying it through an exchange. Absolutely.
I like the idea. It just presents another option. And for those that are wanting to invest in cryptocurrency, this is a way that they could do it.
Absolutely.
I'm a fan. We talked a little bit about some of the use cases in our first segment. Let's talk about the gig economy. I don't think we touched on that much. Let's talk about how this will impact the gig economy. First of all, tell our viewers that might not know what the gig economy is.
So think about the gig economy. The easiest example would be Uber or DoorDash. Anybody that is an independent contractor that is providing a service to these larger companies like Uber. You're an Uber driver, right? Or you're an Uber Eats driver, or you're a DoorDash, or you're an Instacart person. That's the gig economy. So they don't work. They aren't full-time employees of these companies. They are contractors for these companies. So, and they have operations all around the world, and these companies deal in different currencies all around the world. Wouldn't it be great if they could only have the deal in one currency? Let's call it Bitcoin. So regardless of where you lived in the world, if you worked for Uber or Uber Eats and you wanted to receive your payment in Bitcoin, you could receive your payment in Bitcoin. To be honest, in some countries, Bitcoin is less volatile than their actual local currency. So they might choose to be paid with Bitcoin, even if there is volatility with Bitcoin because of the deflation of their currency, their local currency. So that's what the gig economy is. And we're seeing more and more interest by those that work in the gig economy to be paid out in cryptocurrency for that reason and for many other reasons. Again, it's fast. You mentioned it. It can be minutes. The worst is an hour. It depends on the blockchain and how busy the blockchain is, but it can be minutes, no longer than an hour, right? Traditional methods, it could take days or sometimes weeks before it is actually in your bank account.
Yeah, and in the traditional methods, if you're sending a wire, let's hope that the information was entered correctly. Otherwise, it could go back and forth, in that approval process, and that could delay it as well. So the cryptocurrency method definitely cuts down on those sorts of things, which I'm ecstatic over. Merrick, in the last minute that we have, talk to us about paying affiliates with this payout option.
Yeah, absolutely. So we work with a lot of e-commerce merchants, and they have affiliate networks that are responsible for promoting their website or their products. And these affiliate networks could be all over the world because the e-commerce merchants ship all over the world, and they now consider themselves global companies. So they have global customers. So a lot of the affiliates are asking to be paid in cryptocurrency too, because it's faster, better, less expensive than traditional payout methods. So we work with a lot of companies that have affiliate networks. So if you're an e-commerce company and you have an affiliate network and you don't offer the ability for them to be paid out in crypto, that's something that you should look into and evaluate.
Absolutely. Merrick, you have brought us some great information, insightful. We're ecstatic here at the studio just thinking about these options. We are extraordinarily grateful for you for taking time from your very, very busy schedule to come in and share with us. We certainly do appreciate you.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to be here again.
Absolutely. FinTech expert, Merrick Theobald, Vice President of Marketing at BitPay. I'd like to thank our guest today, Merrick Theobald, FinTech expert and Vice President of Marketing at BitPay. We certainly do appreciate you. If you or someone you know has been a victim of a data breach, account compromise, or any other type of cybercrime, be sure to contact your local police department or the FBI at ic3.gov. Also, be sure to visit our sponsors, Vicar Group, business consultants for Generation U at vicargroup.com. If you'd like to sponsor the show, be a guest on the show, or have show ideas, contact us at info@dtbwithv.com. I'd like to thank our guests as well as you for tuning in today. And I'd also like to thank our crew, Hannah, Peter, Eric, Stephen, Suzanne, and Doug, for everything you do every week to make this show possible. We certainly do appreciate you. I am your host, V, and this is Down to Business with V. We'll see you next time.